Good day everyone! In this video, we will discuss about the arithmetic sequence and series. Arithmetic sequence is a sequence where the difference between two consecutive terms is constant. Each term is obtained by adding a non-zero constant to the preceding term called common difference. The nth term in an arithmetic sequence is denoted by a sub n equals a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d, where a sub n is the nth term, a sub 1 is the first term, and d is the common difference. Also, remember that common difference is equal to a sub n minus a sub n minus 1. Therefore, a sequence is said to be an arithmetic sequence if the operation on the pattern is adding or subtracting. Let us take a look at these examples. Determine whether each sequence represents an arithmetic sequence or not. Once again, remember that a sequence is said to be an arithmetic sequence if there is a common difference. So what we need to do is to look at the pattern of the sequence. From the first one, we have negative 2, negative 5, 3, 4, 7, and 11. Notice that from negative 2 going to negative 5, we have subtracted 3. From negative 5 going to 3, we have added 8. From 3 to 4, we have added 1. From 4 to 7, we have added 3. And from 7 to 11, we have added 4. Notice that the difference between the terms is not equal. Therefore, this sequence is not an arithmetic sequence because it does not have a common difference. For the second one, we have 2, 5, 8, and 11. Looking at the pattern of the sequence, we have from 2 going to 5, we have added 3. From 5 going to 8, we also have added 3. And from 8 going to 11, we also have added 3. Since the differences between the terms are equal, then this sequence is an arithmetic sequence with common difference 3. Another example. Given the arithmetic sequence 7, 13, 19, 25, 31, and so on, determine the 20th and the 21st terms. For us to determine the 20th and the 21st terms, we need first to determine the common difference of the sequence. From the given sequence, we have 7, 13, 19, 25, and 31. Notice the pattern of this sequence. From 7 going to 13, we have added 6. 13 to 19, we have also added 6. From 19 to 25, we also have added 6. The same thing for 25 to 31. Therefore, the common difference of this sequence is 6. Also, from the given sequence, notice that the first term is 7. Therefore, we can say that a sub 1 is equal to 7. Using these values, we can now have the formula for the nth term of the sequence to be a sub n is equal to 7 plus n minus 1 quantity times 6. From here, we can now solve for the 20th term and 21st term. To solve for the 20th term, we need to substitute 20 to the variable n. So we will have 7 plus quantity 20 minus 1 times 6. Simplifying 20 minus 1, it will give us 19. Multiplying it to 6, it will give us 114. Adding 114 to 7, therefore, the 20th term is equal to 121. On the other hand, to solve for the 21st term, we will substitute 21 to n of this formula. So it will give us 7 plus quantity 21 minus 1 times 6. Simplifying 21 minus 1, it will give us 20. Times 6 is 120. Adding to 7, the 21st term is equal to 127. Let us try this problem. If the first term is 2 and the third term is 12, find the 30th term of this arithmetic sequence. To find the 30th term of the arithmetic sequence, we need to determine first the formula for the nth term. To do that, we should have the first term and the common difference of the sequence. However, what we have here are the first term, which is equal to 2, and the third term, which is equal to 12. Using this given, we can solve or we can find for the common difference by substituting these in this formula. So remember that the nth term of an arithmetic sequence is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Using your third term, a sub 3 equals 12 and a sub 1 equals 2, we can substitute 2 in the first term, 3 on the n, and on a sub n, we can substitute 12. So we're gonna have 12 equals 2 plus quantity 3 minus 1 times d. Simplifying 3 minus 1 will give us 2d, and isolating 2d on one side of the equation, we will have 2d equals 10. Since we are solving for d, we need to divide both sides of the equation by 2, giving us with d equals 5. Since we now have the first term and the common difference, we can now solve for the 30th term using the formula for the nth term. So, we will have a sub n equals 2 plus n minus 1 quantity times d, wherein we need to substitute 30 on n because we are solving for the 30th term. So, a sub 30 is equal to 2 plus 30 minus 1 times 5. So, 30 minus 1 is 29 times 5 is 145. Adding it to 2, the 30th term is equal to 147. Arithmetic series. The sum of the terms of an arithmetic sequence is what we call an arithmetic series. We have two formulas that we can use to solve for the arithmetic series of a given sequence. The first formula is S sub n equals n over 2 quantity a sub 1 plus a sub n, where n is the number of terms, a sub 1 is the first term, and a sub n is the last term. Another formula is S sub n equals n over 2 quantity 2 times a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d, where n is the number of terms, a sub 1 is the first term, n is also the number of terms, and d is the common difference. We can use the first formula if we have the first and the last terms. But if we don't know the last term but we have the common difference, then we can use the second formula. Having an example, find the sum of the first 26 terms of an arithmetic sequence if the first term is negative 7 and the common difference is 3. From the given, we have n equals 26 because we are looking for the sum of the first 26 terms. A sub 1 is equal to negative 7 and d is equal to 3. Since we have the common difference and the first term, then we can use the second formula given earlier, which is S sub n equals n over 2 quantity 2 times a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d. Substituting these values on our formula, we will have S sub 26 equals 26 divided by 2 quantity 2 times negative 7 plus quantity 26 minus 1 times 3. Let us simplify 26 over 2, 2 times negative 7, and 26 minus 1. We will have 13 quantity negative 14 plus 25 times 3. Multiplying 25 times 3 will give us 75. Negative 14 plus 75 will give us 61. And multiplying 61 by 13, we will have 793. Therefore, the sum of the first 26 terms of the arithmetic sequence is 793. Another example, determine the sum of the first 500 positive integers. The sum of the first 500 positive integers is denoted by S sub 500 is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus and so on and so forth plus 500. From this sequence, notice that the first term is 1 and the last term is 500. Also, the number of terms that we need to add is also 500. Since we have the first term and the last term, then we can use the formula S sub n equals n over 2 quantity a sub 1 plus a sub n. Substituting a sub 1, a sub n, and n to this formula, we will have S sub 500 is equal to 500 divided by 2 quantity 1 plus 500. Simplifying 1 plus 500 and 500 divided by 2, we're gonna have S sub 500 is equal to 250 times 501. Multiplying the two numbers, we will have 125,250. Therefore, the sum of the first 500 positive integers is 125,250. I hope that you have understood the lesson. For the next video, we will discuss about the geometric sequence and series. Thank you so much for listening and see you on our next discussion.